Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm Professor Spira. I wanted to do a real quick video. I don't know, I'm kind of having a moment. I'm on Facebook, and this Facebook's public, so hopefully if someone's name ends up in my feed, they don't mind that it's in this video. But say at a moment, I was looking through my feed, and it's like stuff is really starting to happen. The Mucusless Diet community is really starting to form. We got people in leadership roles that are stepping it up and sharing their lifestyle, sharing what they've learned about the Mucusless diet with others, and not afraid to post up on their social media and talk to people about it. And so this is a beautiful thing. It was just kind of a moment because I've been working so hard for a lot of years to get it to this point. Like I always say, the Professor Arnold Eric group started off with 10 people and me asking myself questions, and I would post a question and then answer myself and have a dialogue with myself using 2 different Facebook pages. And it's come such a long way from that, and I'm just so happy to see things happening. So we got I just saw Tony had posted up important quote for me I will talk more about in an upcoming video, talking about fasting when used with the Mucusless Diet Healing System. Fasting is to be used and start at first with the non-breakfast plan and follow with the 24-hour fast a while, then gradually increase up to 3, 4, or 5 day fast, eating between fasts for 1, 2, 3, or 4 days. A Mucusless diet combined individually as an elimination adjustment, and at the same time supplying and rebuilding the body continually with and by the best elements contained in and found only in mucusless foods. In Israel, saying hi to a fellow Mucusless diet practitioner, Pater Erit Loam, and this is. And they speak Spanish, I don't, and so I use the little translate thing here, and I got a lot of people. There's people from Germany, and I see a lot of different languages in my feed of people that practice Mucusless diet, and I'm so happy that they have the little translate function where I can see what people are saying and go down. And Anthony just posted this in Arnold Air Forum. It's got some beautiful looking fruit here, these 6 different varieties of melon. Then I go down further and see what I'm saying. Like this, I'm like, man, this is getting heavy. And then we have this meetup organized by brothers and sisters out there in the United Kingdom. They had a meetup in London, and we can see here the Rob Pixie and Demetrius and Bayo here, and so yeah, this is I don't know, it just kind of hit me. It's like stuff is happening, and it's as I had seen it, kind of envisioned it to happen. Just that, even though for whatever reason it took a long time and it was hard to get people to be like, okay, let's do this diet and let's really get into this. It's starting to happen. So I just really appreciate everybody. We got Jamie throwing it up like it's her flag here with the enema bag picture, and I got a nice little discussion, and so this is real. My man Ray talking about mucus addiction is magnitude more powerful than addiction to any drugs. He did, and I used to do pus. I used to do and pus combined. It's days like this that the challenge of being mucus-free for life really hits home. Patience truly a virtue, indeed. And this was deep. This picture of people eating Raw living foods. That's healthy, right? It's raw. It's raw. It's living. You know. Raw. There you go. Just eat it. Raw living little octopus. Mini octopus. What else we got on here? I saw some. Okay, whatever that is, it's living. All those guys are living. Okay, that's enough of this. You can come on here if you want to see the whole thing. This was my comment. What's the problem? Is raw living foods. Well, some of it. And so, yeah. So, anyway, I just wanted to do a real quick, just kind of had a moment. It was like just sort of surreal. Just, it's just been so long. It's been a hard path and journey. And, I don't talk about it all that much. I'm the type of person, I kind of just do it. I get it done. I don't need any pat on the back. I don't need any clapping or anything. It's just like, I just got to do it. And when my job is done, my job is done. Right now, I'm just doing it. But it is nice every once in a while to sort of stop and look and say, okay, well, it's happening. Stuff is starting to move. And it has to, because as Brother Air says, things can't remain this filthy for much longer. Things we got to keep moving, got to keep putting things out there. And as a Doug and others is what I'm talking about. Then that now Doug's talking about he wants to make some more videos, thinking of making some more videos. And what do you guys want to hear about? Anything you can think of pertaining to this page. So I love that. This is real initiative and leadership, that and that's the period that we're at. See, it's easy, and I know a lot of y'all, the raw foodists and vegans and stuff, and what I'm saying is that's great, but it's easy to promote raw foodism right now. It's easy to promote veganism right now, because the folks that were at the forefront of that years and years ago, that they really had that kind of hardcore leadership gene in them, they already kind of went through all of that. Dr. Morris went through that 40 years ago of doing what he does, healing people, and just having to deal with the brunt of all the criticism, all the people trying to mess with you legally, all these kind of things. The leaders had to take that on, and so that's why it's not always, not everybody wants to have to deal with that. Once you get into where the raw food has been taken and where veganism has already been taken, you would almost get no criticism at this point. I mean, compared to what you would have gotten 15 years ago, it's easy. And I'm not saying that that's not that I'm not criticizing that. That's great. It's great. It's a great thing that it has become that acceptable. That's what we got to do to the Mucusless Diet Healing System. It has to be that visible and become that acceptable, if not more acceptable. I'd like to see Mucusless Diet Healing System be synonymous with veganism. Like, it's just people talking about veganism and they talking about Mucusless Diet in the same breath as just the quintessential transitionary system for anybody interested in being plant-based. Even if they're people that aren't necessarily interested in trying to go all the way in terms of, I don't expect people to want to go where Brother Air wants to go, or maybe where I'm trying to go. I don't promote that or even talk about that too much. Right now it's about, let's just get mucusless. Let's heal ourselves. We can talk real deep out there philosophy. I love doing that personally. I love being a visionary and looking way out at how far can humans go. And we need a little bit of that, because that can, the more that we see how far things can go and we reach for it, then we're going to be a little higher up than maybe if we'd have reached for something a little lower. I say reach higher than you think is possible, because then you probably won't get it, but you'll get right below it. So if you're reaching for something a lot higher, you're going to end up higher. And so that's my little tidbit. But I'm just real excited to see this. There's a lot of stuff is starting to go on right now. People are starting to get it. And that's exciting to see people really getting it. Like, oh, okay, I don't have to do this overnight. I don't have to feel ashamed of myself or bullied or embarrassed because I'm not fitting in the little weather. And that's a gripe I have with a lot of the raw food people that I've seen, and the attitude that comes out of that, where it's not calm, it's not supportive. And I'm not talking about all of it. I'm just, you guys know who the people I'm referring to in some of those circles and stuff. I've just never had that kind of attitude of, shaming somebody into changing their lifestyle, trying to, really pressure somebody, or make people, just feel bad about where they're at and what they're doing, or that they have to, get off of something. Because majority of people that don't think they transition, they actually transition. They just don't even, where they ended up taking themselves to, they don't even want to acknowledge the transition that they did, because they did it unconsciously. And for them, they look at that period, and I know personally, there's some raw foodists that felt like that. They don't even consider the period where they were, trying to be vegetarian and vegan and sort of dabbling, coming from whatever diet they had. Even if they did that for 5 to 10 years, they don't look at that as part of their transition. They look at sort of before raw and after raw. Like, this was the date that I turned raw, and before that is meaningless, and everything after that is like I was born then. And I'm saying that's a problematic way to look at life. We have to look at all of it. The whole thing is a transition. It's like people ask, when is my transition done? When are you done transitioning? When you die. That's when you're done. You're done transitioning when you die, because there's always a higher level. So again, I really, I just appreciate you guys, the support, the leadership, people stepping up, people not being, sheepish and afraid to really share and say, this is what I'm doing. I'm into the Mucusless Diet Healing System, and that's a beautiful thing. So, and we're just beginning. So. Hang on to your hats and fasten your seatbelts, because it's about to get real. So, all right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, love, and breath.